Good. Now, you say your family or your parents are Hindu.
Yeah.
Now, you're an atheist. How does that work? How did that happen?
How did that happen? I think it started off initially as a rebellion because I was allowed to, I was always questioning everything as a child. Going to science class, you can ask your teacher, why does Brownian motion happen the way it happens? Why does diffusion happen the way it happens? And you get answers. You can ask your maths teacher why. This, that. You ask biology teacher. But when you start asking parents, about religion, about sort of rituals in Hinduism, for example, like, why do I not get to eat chocolate for 14 days in September, for example? And you can't get an answer, and they say that's just the way it is. You begin to start wondering about the authenticity of what they follow. And starting off in primary school, which was quite Catholic, it was a Catholic primary school, and we were forced to go to mass every Wednesday morning as well. And again, it was just off limits. You could not ask about why there's mass every Wednesday morning, or why you have to attend it. This was before the government allowed students that were not of that particular faith to skip religious functions. And so I began to rebel and just, because I wasn't allowed to ask questions, I always wondered, why is it so off limits? And that was pretty much how it happened, that I started rejecting religion and started looking at it more as a construct in society than, as an article that binds everything together. I think beyond that, I also developed a very strong sense of logic, and to me, looking at the contradictions within various religions and so on, it didn't really make sense, and so I rejected it from that perspective as well.
Did you stay in the Catholic school after?
No. At the end of primary school, I insisted on my parents that I have to switch. I could no longer go to Catholic Mass. Unfortunately, I made a terrible mistake of going to a school where the principal and so on had tight links to the NGkerk. And so every Wednesday morning, the priest from the NGkerk would come and line up all the non-believers in the front row of the hall and tell them that they were down to hell and so on and so on. So naturally there was a very strong sense of rebellion against them as well, but at that stage a little more matured, so I took it all in good fun.